Hey y'all, it's Theresa here. Today is Sunday, November 4th, and I am just going to do, this is my dog, this is my baby Ruby. She's being on me. I'm doing my, not my update, but I am going to do this tag 15 things you didn't know about me video that everyone has tagged me on because I've been watching everybody's videos. So here we go. I'm going to give it a try. And Ruby's going to try to help me, but we'll see. Okay. Number 1, I was born in Okinawa, Japan. My dad was in the Air Force during the Vietnam War era, and met my mother in the Philippines. Her dad, or her uncle, owned the Holiday Inn close to the base there, and she was visiting her uncle with her sister, and she met my dad on the bus and offered him an apple that she had with her, that she said that she's like, I never would have approached a man. She's just so she's cute about it, but I, for some reason, something told me that I would offer him an apple because he was this handsome GI. So anyway, they met that way and pen palled and got married and moved to Japan, Okinawa, and had me, and came home here to Oklahoma, and was where I was raised. Okay, number 2. I didn't mention the number 1 by being in Japan, but my mother was Filipino, and they met in the Philippines whenever he was there visiting. Anyway, so I'm half Filipino and half white, Okie. Number 3, I was baptized or christened Catholic, but I was raised Church of Christ, and now I have been for the last few years a proud member of a Southern Baptist church, and so I'm a proud Southern Baptist now. Number 4, and I'm a grandmother. I have 4 step-grandkids. My step-kids are 36 and 31. One's 5 years. The daughter's 5 years younger than me, and my stepson's 10 years younger than me. And let's see, number 5, don't like coconut or vanilla flavored of anything. Don't give me coconut lotion, vanilla lotion flavored of anything. It makes me want to gag. Okay. We're talking like, lotions and things, edible stuff. That's different, but just smells. Okay, number 6, I've worked for the state of Oklahoma for 21 years. Started out there when I was barely 20 years old, and just kind of stayed in the same office, same risk management division for the whole 21 years. So I haven't moved around or anything. I've just moved my way up the ladder. Number 7, I love any kind of ghost TV reality shows, anything, ghost hunters, all those, scary, I don't know, I just have an obsession of all those ghost shows. Number 8, I have been married to my husband Michael for 16 years. He and I, we met almost 17 years ago. This month, actually, in just a few more days. We met and we dated for 4 months, and then we were engaged for 4 months, and so we knew each other 8 months when we got married, and been together 16 years. Happily, for the most part. Nothing's perfect, but, And number 9, while I was working with the state, our offices were in the Journal Record building in downtown Oklahoma City, and we were affected, and actually we were the second most damaged building in the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. The first most damaged building, of course, is the Murrah Federal Building, and we were the building right next to it that that received the blow. So I'm considered a bombing survivor. I don't talk about it much. It's not something that you want to talk about. I've never have. It was traumatic, and I have no injuries. I escaped a the flying glass in our, thank goodness nobody in our office was injured, but I had just walked out of my boss's office like 5 seconds before the bomb hit, and I have pictures of the glass that was embedded in the wall where I had just stood. So it's pretty traumatic, and it's something I don't talk about much, but it's a big deal. It's a big fact in my life. And it was 95, so I was 24 years old. And so my number 10 is due to the relocation of our office. We had hired a temp, and that temp happens to be my husband's ex-wife. So my number 10 item is that I met my husband through his ex-wife. We were co-workers, and so she introduced me to her ex-husband, and I very reluctantly refused it, and she was very persuasive, and I said, okay, I'll meet him. And it's all history. Ancient history, but that's a weird fact that people tend to be surprised at. Yeah. And number 11, I have the 2 stepkids, but we don't have any of our own kids. Because, and that leads to my number 12, I was 36 when I had a hysterectomy, and the no kids thing probably stemmed because I don't believe I even had a chance of having my own children back when I met my husband, and so it was a God thing that put us together, and because I haven't had kids, I've been able to foster and help other kids and be a big part of my nephew and niece's life that needed me, and I might not have been able to be there for all the other kids that I've helped if I had my own. So, number 13, I am a registered independent. I don't go towards the Democrats or the Republican side, and so I'm a registered independent, and I just choose who I feel is the best, and right now I don't really know. With this election that's happening Tuesday. See, number 14, I am a very loyal Apple Macintosh person. Anything Apple or Macintosh, Microsoft, I work on at work, but at home, you won't see one of those in my house. You will see Apple products. And the last thing, 15, is my guilty pleasure on TV is I love the Housewives. I love anything the Housewives of Beverly Hills, the Housewives of New York City and New Jersey, all of them. I refused to watch Atlanta, but then I got hooked on them too. So Miami, all of them. That's my guilty pleasure. And that's my 15 things. So tag you're it. Let's see yours, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.